Hey, this is Walter Jones.
This is Austin St. John.
And you're listening to
Ranger Danger.
Go, go, Ranger Danger. Ooh. Go, go, Ranger Danger. Ooh. Go, go, Ranger Danger. Matt and Michael's Ranger Danger.
Welcome once again to Mighty Morphin Ranger Danger. This is the podcast where we watch episodes of the televisual production Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Then after that we discuss it. We've been doing this for quite a long time, yet we're still trucking. My name is Matt.
I'm Michael.
Michael's
Hi.
here as ever he is. Now we've got two returning guests who have not been on the show together, and both haven't been on the show in quite a long time, is my understanding, Michael.
Yeah, it's been nearly 40 episodes for one of them.
Yep, so that is Jamie. Welcome back, Jamie.
Thanks for having me.
It's very good to have you back, and you're most welcome. You can come on the podcast anytime so we can milk your voice for our podcast needs.
Oh, really?
It's a precious resource. That voice you just heard was Lauren. Lauren's back again.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Fan favourite, people's champion, Lauren Dundlow.
Yeah.
So, Michael, today we're going to be watching episode number 91, is that right?
Yes,
It's called When is a Ranger Not a Ranger?
when it's a jar.
Oh, God.
Did I do that joke last week? I think I did that joke last week.
Probably.
Yeah,
It sounds like something you would do.
You're a bad person.
because it's a great joke. Is that why?
No.
Before we get to that, though, we're going to do a few things.
Yes, some news.
Some news. I love news. News is the best.
Okay.
Because we're on the bleeding edge.
Well, we're not, because we record these like weeks before they come out. We're on the bleeding edge when we're talking about them.
Yeah.
But then we're on like the other edge.
So we're on the bleeding edge of the past. That should be our podcast tagline.
More like a healed wound at this point, you would think.
I'd like to not describe this podcast as a wound, if that's at all possible.
Well, it's a healed wound.
It's a healed wound.
As far as wounds go.
It's not a fresh wound, it's a healed wound.
It's not like a
it's good
weeping
thing.
wound.
Yeah, it's not infected,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, okay.
Okay. So the first thing was we're kind of going to not talk about something.
Yes. So we're going to talk about not talking about
Yeah,
it.
that's right. A leaked potential synopsis of the upcoming Power Rangers movie came out during the week.
Yes.
So we're not going to talk about it.
Because we didn't read it.
We didn't read it. We're not going to read it.
Yep.
We're...
Just going to watch the film.
Yeah, that's the plan, I think.
Can
Yeah.
I read it?
No. Sorry, there's laws. There's laws.
The synopsis reading laws.
Yeah, that sounds like a good law.
It would be a good law. I think it would mean less spoilers for people who enjoy experiencing the narratives as intended.
We're not gonna do anything.
No.
We're not gonna read anything.
So if
please
you're
don't
wondering-
send us emails asking questions about them.
Yes.
Because we will not know the answer and you'll make us sad.
You will.
But will they get this message before that?
Probably
Hopefully
not.
Man, the next few weeks are going to be tough on you guys.
Sorry, we'll just get the secretary to read the emails.
We should get a secretary.
We don't have a secretary?
No.
Who's been reading our emails?
Me.
Oh,
I guess that makes me the secretary.
cool. That worked out well for me.
Yeah, good work.
Good.
Okay, second piece of news.
Yes.
Boom Studios acquired the license to Power Rangers comics.
Yes,
It's very exciting.
it is exciting. Boom
So-
Studios is a cool company.
So previously the license had been held by a company called Paper Cuts,
Yep.
who produced, I think, 2 short graphic novels?
Yeah, they had it for all of 2 minutes.
Yeah, not for very long.
And they did a Free Comic Book Day issue that
Yes.
we read.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very weird, actually.
Yeah. But I don't understand. They must have been bought out of the contract or something. 'Cause that's a short period of time for a license.
I feel like they've had it for quite a while.
Okay. And just not done much with
And
it?
just not done much with it, yes.
Okay. Now, it seemed to me like the Paper Cuts, what they did was, although it was intended for people who watch the show as kids, it was also produced at a kid's level.
Yes.
Does that make sense? And my understanding is that the Boom stuff is going to be made for... It won't be adult, or it won't have adult content, but it's going to be geared towards...
It's going to be more mature, basically. It's
Exactly.
not geared towards children.
That's my impression, at least. Not a lot of details at the moment.
Yeah, so they've released 6 covers. They're doing 6 one-page comics that will be San Diego Comic-Con exclusives.
Yeah.
So scans of those will be on the internet in about 3 weeks.
Yep.
That's exciting.
Yeah, the covers are great.
They look really good.
Now, Mark Wade's still the CEO of Boom, is that right? I think so.
I don't know what the deal is there.
Yeah. But they've got a pretty good track record.
They've done very exciting things with the Adventure Time license.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah, they've been very
excited.
faithful
Yeah.
to that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we'll probably read those and then let you know how cool they are.
Yeah. Or how terrible they are, potentially. I mean,
That's
that's very
very
depressing,
cynical.
but it's an option. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
I want our listeners to be prepared.
That is so you in a nutshell, Michael.
I want everyone to be prepared.
Prepared for
All
the worst.
terrible things in life.
Yeah, well,
Life is terrible.
That's what you should be prepared about. So, Matt, I thought because it's been so long since Jamie and Lauren have been on the podcast,
Yeah.
we could try and do a very brief recap
Yeah.
of everything that's happened since, let's say, episode 50.
Can you do it in under 10 words?
Definitely not.
Definitely not under 10 words.
So when was the last time Lauren was on?
So-
I was on for when, was it Tommy's return?
Yeah, Jamie was on when Tommy came... Lauren was on when Tommy came back.
With Daniel.
But
Okay.
Jamie was on pre-Rita Repulsa's moving away.
Whoa, you have missed a lot.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
Why?
so let's see if we...
No.
Let's see if we can cover the main bullet points.
Okay.
So Rita Repulsa's boss, a scary, skinless man named Lord Zed, came to the moon, took over, and shot her back into space.
Basically fired her for being incompetent. Which is
She was
And
amazing.
he's genuinely scary. Like, actually scary.
he's easy off a bit.
He doesn't
that
have skin,
now,
so
but-
that's-
yeah.
He's a
yo,
creepy guy.
He's a creepy looking dude, certainly.
And he's a little bit more competent, at least when I see a little bit more. I said more competent than Rita Repulsa. I didn't say he was competent.
Speaking of more competent, he managed to drain all of Tommy the Green Ranger's powers. So Tommy was no longer a Power Ranger.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For about 4 weeks.
Well, so still better than Rita then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, it was a success. Definitely,
Yeah.
no taking away from that.
So then they managed to make new... So they were going to introduce a new Power Ranger.
Oh,
and it was going to be
sorry,
the
that's
White
what it was,
Ranger.
White
That's when
Ranger.
Lauren
I've
was
seen
here.
White Ranger.
And it was a mystery as to who it was going to be. It was Tommy.
Oh.
No one was surprised. Don't.
I thought it was missing.
We've actually skipped something important. They got new robots.
Oh, they did get new robots. I forgot about the new robots.
Yeah.
So the new robots are like Chinese mythical creatures themed.
They're pretty cool.
They're pretty cool.
Except Billy has a unicorn, so...
Really? That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Doesn't look much like a unicorn
Because it's a Pegasus.
in the Japanese footage it wasn't a unicorn, but they call it a
Right.
unicorn.
and one of the other ones was a
Is that
unicorn.
because the authors of the US version didn't know what a Pegasus was, or
We're not willing to rule it out.
That certainly does seem to be the case.
So Tommy got new White Ranger powers and a new White Ranger Zord, which is a white tiger. It's pretty cool.
right?
And has a sword that talks to him?
It hasn't talked a lot lately.
Yeah, it's done a
but
lot less talking than we were expecting.
That's
yeah.
sad.
Hopefully we get some more of that.
Then what happened? Then they made some new friends.
Yes.
3 new friends, just in time for 3 of the original Rangers to go to a peace conference in Switzerland.
Yeah.
So who?
So that was Red, Black, and Yellow. Tommy's Jason, Zach, and Trini, who all actually left the show over a pay dispute.
But they're the good range. They're the ones I
And
enjoy.
not only did they didn't just suddenly disappear, they used old footage and like extras at a distance to gradually fade them out.
That's amazing.
Wow.
It was
was
pretty
amazing.
terrible. But it did mean, and it was kind of cool, these 3 Rangers that would go on to become the Rangers actually were characters in the show for like 6 to 8 episodes before
Yeah.
they actually became Power
I
Rangers.
remember you pointing one of them out.
A rather impressive level of
It's
effort.
like strange amount of effort for them because they don't go to that effort for anything else. But they did a pretty good job of using old footage to make it look like those guys are still around sometimes.
And sometimes they were shot in silhouette at sunset far off on a hill.
That was
Right.
kind of good though.
I swear to God, that's the last time you see those characters in the show. It's amazing. Yeah, they had to go to space to get a magic sword to do that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
They met another new friend, which is a giant turtle robot
Yeah,
called Tor, the Shuttle Zord. I hope we see Tor this week.
he's pretty cool. He started off life as a turtle and then
Became a robot.
became a giant robot.
what?
He touched a magic crystal, maybe.
Evolution, guys.
Yeah.
That's Evolution 101.
Yeah.
So now we've got 3 new Power Rangers, 1 old Power Ranger with new powers, 1 new main bad guy, still the head in a tube, still the same colours.
Alpha
Lots of new
Alpha
robots.
5 still around?
Alpha 5 will never leave.
But he doesn't. Don't we get new alphas, or is it the same alpha?
Alpha 6 shows up at some
We
point.
get new alphas a long way down the track.
Okay, so we get Alpha 5 for a long time.
Yes.
And that's what we're up to.
Yeah. Do you feel all caught up?
I know.
No, that's fine.
He's still stuck on Rita. He's
Yeah.
like, why?
Wait,
Like,
where is is she coming back?
No,
She came. So Lord Zed threw her into space.
Yeah.
She came back to Earth briefly. The Rangers shot her back into space.
oh, I saw the episode.
Oh.
Remember when
That
she
seems
was,
So, you know,
cool and
Didn't
unusual.
Vulcan's skull find her?
Yeah,
I
did,
remember
and
that.
because she'd been struck down, she was played by a Rita Repulsa action figure with a lever on the back that made her arms go up and down.
It was
Wait,
amazing.
actually?
Yes.
Oh my god, Kim, this actually happened.
And she wasn't just shot into space. You know that dumpster that she emerges from like in the opening credits originally? She's
Yes.
Like, yeah, she was put back into that and shot into space. So she's currently careening around space in a little dumpster.
No spoilers, guys, but she will be back eventually.
Yeah.
But not for a surprisingly long time.
But when she comes back, she's back. She's properly back, and that's pretty cool.
She's back for like 4 seasons.
Well, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm excited. You got me jazzed for this show again, Michael. Good
episode
work.
90. Oh, there was a thing with a mirror of regret that showed
Yeah.
people their regrets.
And made you
So
regret
depressing.
things.
Yeah, no, it didn't work. It was more like a television.
What did they regret?
Not a lot, it turns out. Adam is pretty cool.
Well, it happens when they're, like teenagers? How many
Yeah.
things do they have to regret?
Not a lot.
He regretted.
Becoming Power
He basically
Rangers?
regretted
Regret
being
that.
a dweeb
When
in
he
the
was younger.
past.
Except he realised that he didn't regret it because now he's the most awesome guy. So he had
This is
nothing to
Adam?
regret.
This is Adam. So there's 3 new Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Rocky, who's the Red Ranger, and who Matt hates.
You'll hate him. He's the worst.
There's Adam, who's the Black Ranger, who Matt loves.
He's the best Power Ranger all time.
And there's Aisha, who's the Yellow Ranger, who Matt says falls squarely in the middle of all the Power Rangers.
Completely neutral. No one has any feelings about Aisha ever. She's just there, and you're like,
Just gonna call
"Yep,
her
that's Aisha."
I like the name Aisha. It's a good name.
Yeah.
All right.
let's do it.
91. When is a Ranger not a Ranger? And
When
we'll
we're
back
not
this-
watching it, but that's not going to happen because we're going to do it right now. You can too. If you've got Netflix, you might be able to watch it on there.
Yeah, Matt, where can they find us?
Oh, we have a website, Michael. Thank
Yep.
you for asking.
That's okay.
www.rangerdangerpodcast.com is
Yep.
where you can find our creature feature, show notes, all that sort of stuff.
The sword board?
The sword board.
Actually,
new
the
feature.
sword board's not on the website yet. I should do that.
Michael.
I have a busy job. Where can they
Do I have to do everything?
Where can
in
they
this
send us a
podcast?
Facebook, Matt?
They can send us a Facebook on our Facebook.
Yep, where can they send us a Twitter?
If they want to send us a Twitter tweet,
Yep.
they can do it using our Twitter tweet handle @RangerDcast.
What if they want to send us an email?
Well, interweb mails get shot directly to rangerdangerpodcast@gmail.com.
And what else can they find us on?
Probably Google Plus and Stitcher and not LinkedIn because we're not business professionals. iTunes, yes.
YouTube?
Stitcher.
Tune in?
Said Stitcher already.
That's how much we're on Stitcher.
Stitcher again.
I think that's all of them.
I think that's it. Oh, we have a shop.
We have a shop.
rangerdangerpodcast.com/shop where you can find all sorts of rad things.
Yep.
By artist friends of ours that represent both Power Rangers and us.
Yeah,
And really, what more could you want from a thing that you purchase with money?
that's right. Get a mug.
That's a very specific instruction.
Well,
that wasn't a...
yeah, you can get a mug. Would you
I
like
get
a
a
mug?
mug. I love mugs.
See? You should love mugs too. We'll be back in a sec.
That wasn't like, you should, if you need something to drink from, you should get a mug. It was like, no, get a mug. You have to get a mug.
I'd like our listeners... If, like,
Michael's trying this subliminal messaging thing. It's not that
It's-
subliminal.
that's
It's really
liminal.
obvious.
It's liminal messaging.
Get a mug. Get a mug. Get a mug. Get a mug. All right, we'll be back soon. Thanks, guys. And we're back. We just watched When is a Ranger Not a Ranger? Really not a philosophical episode.
No, I
by...
think it was going to be really existential this week.
Yeah,
It
but
wasn't.
no.
It was actually very disappointing.
Were you really expecting that?
I wasn't expecting. The naive part of my mind was hoping it was going to be like an existential type, but it was actually really fucking stupid.
It was pretty dumb.
It was a bad episode.
I didn't hate it.
I hate it.
There were parts that I quite appreciated, but we'll get to that. Let's put this episode through some prisms, break it down to its constituent elements.
Jamie, if you could criticise the science this week.
Yes, all of it was wrong.
I also like that Adam does a single presentation about this topic, and he is now an expert. Like, he legit, like, he's got his doctorate at this point.
Yeah.
Doctor of Kaleidoscopes. PHK.
So just so listeners know, Jamie is a scientist, so he'll be our science expert.
Yeah, our science correspondent. Alright, so Adam is presenting a project to the class
Yeah.
about kaleidoscopes.
How old are these people? They're meant to be like
Well,
17,
he's
right?
technically presenting on the spectrum of light. He's just using the kaleidoscope.
He's doing show and tell with a kaleidoscope. Lauren.
He had a diagram behind him that looked vaguely scientific.
I just said it like they're meant to be younger than they actually are, but they're not meant to be 9. You know?
Yeah.
Showing a kaleidoscope should be a project for someone that age, right?
I mean,
You'd be
it's-
surprised.
You would be
Matthew.
surprised with
You would be
science in high school.
surprised.
That's disappointing. Yeah, alright. Well, so that happens. Adam's presenting a kaleidoscope to the class.
Yeah.
Bulk and Skull don't get it.
Yeah, Miss Appleby asked for questions. Skull puts his hand up.
Yeah.
At which point she asks for intelligent questions.
That's so mean.
It is.
Well, I
He's
mean,
clearly the worst teacher of all time.
she's pretty bad.
she teaches all subjects.
You're also speaking to two, like, Jamie is becoming a teacher, I was a teacher, and even if the kid is stupid, like, you don't, because there is an off chance that even if it is your stupidest kid, they can sometimes actually ask good questions. Like, not
Yeah,
everyone
that's
is
how
100
learning happens.
Yeah, and not everyone is 100% stupid.
And no matter what, you want participation in the class.
so
like
someone asks
that's
a
sort of
question,
like
you-
what you want out of your classroom.
like,
To be fair, Bulk does then ask a question, and his question is, "How tall is the tallest building in the world?"
that's not a stupid question, though.
It's not a
It's
relevant
irrelevant.
question.
I'm curious.
Do you want me to look it up?
No, I'm not that curious.
Like, it's not a stupid question. He knows what a building is, and he knows that some of them are taller than others. Okay, you don't even know how bad it can be unless you've been a teacher. I'm just saying.
Well, Jamie's like trained to become a teacher and has done some teaching. He used to be a teacher.
Yeah.
I used to be a swimming teacher. Totally counts. Michael, what have you taught?
I used to tutor people.
There we go. Look at that. We're a collection of givers.
I know
Of
all
knowledge.
better than that teacher.
That's true.
Well, you know, Miss Appleby, her glory days are behind her. She's teaching literally every subject
I
in that
didn't
school.
recognise her. I haven't seen her in such a long time. I actually thought it was a different teacher, and I was like, "Oh, they've hired someone else." But that's Miss Appleby.
Yeah,
Like,
it is Miss
I didn't
Appleby.
recognise her.
She didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, presumably the budget has been cut so badly that she just has to teach all of the classes, and she's really bad at it because she's there for like 20 hours a day. She's like, "Okay, guys, stay here. I have to run to the other class, teach them some geography. I'll be back in a second." So really, she's doing quite well given the circumstances.
Bulk has new hair.
Yes, that stood out because it's about 8 times longer than it was last time we saw
it's
it.
like ready blonde.
Can someone describe the hair? I'm terrible at describing
He's got
hair.
like long, vaguely strawberry blonde coloured hair. Like it's actually not a bad colour.
It's short at the front.
Yeah, it's cropped. Like he's got
Yes.
layers around his face. It's well groomed. It's long. He's got reasonably wavy hair.
It looks like it would be very well suited and in fashion if he was a contemporary of Robin Hood, I guess I'd say.
Yeah, or I was going to say if he was like a metalhead or something. He's got that sort of like it's like that.
But
long
it's a
Ross-
bit too...
It's well kept.
It's very well kept, you
true.
know.
Yeah. He's
Much like the hair in the medieval days of Robin Hood, I imagine.
they cared about their bangs back then.
Regular shampoo and conditioner.
That's right.
Alright, so Lord Zed answers the rhetorical question of the title, when he's a ranger, not a ranger. When his image is scattered to bits.
That doesn't.
No.
And also, that's not exactly what happens in the episode either. I also love this bit because he's rhyming, and I think it's Squat and Babu try to help, and he's like, "Next time I'll finish my own rhymes." He's like, "Lord Zed don't need your help rhyming. He got this shit down."
That's not what he sounds
That's
like.
exactly what he sounds like. It's an uncanny impression.
He's never rhymed before, right?
No.
Like, ever.
And
Oh,
he-
I just assumed this was a regular.
No,
no. He's actually pretty straight to the point. In all.
Generally, yeah. I think he's probably jealous because we've had a monster that's appeared twice now called the Pumpkin Rapper, who, whenever he starts speaking, like a very generic hip hop beat starts in the background, and he raps everything he says. It's pretty great.
I want to watch this. What episode? Find me. I'll look it up on Netflix. I'll
yeah.
look at it. Sorry, I'll look it up.
He's Michael's favourite villain, so
He's the best villain.
Even better than the Centurion Pig.
Oh, miles better than Pudgy Pig. If Pudgy Pig rapped, Pudgy Pig might be in with a chance.
Is that just your criteria for an amazing villain? It's
So
like,
far,
starts with that.
I didn't realise it was until we met Pumpkin Rapper.
But I guess my point there is that he's never going to be that good.
No.
So he should
She doesn't
not
have the
try.
beat for a start.
No.
No.
That's problem one.
Yeah. So, Lord Zed sends Goldar to go get the kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
There are millions of kaleidoscopes in the world.
Yeah.
One of them is defended by the Power Rangers.
Not only that, it's treated both by Lord Zed and the other Rangers as a rare commodity. Like, Kimberly has Adam's kaleidoscope. He's like, you guys, look at Adam's kaleidoscope.
She says far out. She's like, far
How
out.
high is she at that point?
Always high. Like, that would, that's a very good justification for that, actually. If you're super high, you'd be like, man,
Far
this
out.
kaleidoscope is far out.
Yeah, because, like, don't people, like, play with kaleidoscopes when they're in primary school?
That's the thing. I don't think they're rare. Like, most people probably should have encountered a kaleidoscope at some
Like,
point.
I would be willing to say that not everybody owns a kaleidoscope.
No, I
but
mean-
if you
but
want a kaleidoscope...
Most people have been to a gift shop at some point.
Yeah, you could get a kaleidoscope. So, there's a putty fight.
Yeah.
It's Tommy, Kimberly, and Billy,
They throw
the
their
old guard.
bags at the party, which I thought was very disrespectful to their school bags.
That is the most Lauren thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
But those things are expensive.
Someone think of the academic equipment.
Yeah, it's okay. Billy has an entire lab to himself. I don't think he's worried about costs for a
I'm not
school
talking
bag.
about but like their parents would pay for that. That's just disrespectful.
Well, we've never seen any of their parents.
Yes, we have. There's an episode where we see their parents, and their parents
That's
go into
true.
an alternate universe, and the parents are color coded to
Oh my
dress like
god.
them.
Oh, it's happened. Oh, we've just been out Power Rangers by Lauren. What is this?
All right, so Lauren's going to take over the podcast.
Congratulations, Lauren. You've just earned yourself a
Woo!
podcast. Thanks for listening to me, Michael, guys. I will see you never again.
Yeah.
Bye.
Alright, we got this shit. Alright, so next on the...
So, Lord Zed turns the kaleidoscope
Yeah.
into Scatterbrain,
Yep.
who is basically a dude with a kaleidoscope for a hand.
And dreadlocks.
I don't quite understand why he couldn't have just done this immediately.
That's a good question, Jamie.
Because he doesn't seem to require any interaction with the kaleidoscope to turn it
Nope.
into Scatterbrain.
No,
Valid point.
So,
I love that he's a kaleidoscope that has a weird eye, like a disgusting
middle,
eye in the
yeah.
middle. And then it's just like a disco jumpsuit from the neck down.
And dreadlocks. He's got
Wait,
dreadlocks.
did he?
Yeah, he has dreadlocks with beads in them, and he also sounds like Sylvester the cat. Like, you know, like...
It's a weird
he's got
voice,
a weird,
isn't
it's
it?
like a lisp, but you almost expect him to say suffer and succotash, like, at one point.
And
It's
he-
a weird voice.
He talks in a way that's very hesitant all the time.
Yeah,
he does
he's
not
a really-
feel
he's an
confident to
awkward
be there.
guy,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kind of feel sorry for him. It's like he
He's
probably...
way out of his depth.
to be fair, he used to be a kaleidoscope.
Interacting with people is a big step up from, like, fracturing light.
Yeah.
You know?
so he shoots a rainbow ray
Yeah.
that hits Tommy, Kimberly, and Billy. They demorph
Yep.
and forget everything.
Dun, dun, dun.
No.
Oh, no. It's interesting, too, that during the fight, we only have the old Rangers with
Yeah.
the putties. So they're still separating those groups out very consciously, it
Yeah.
seems like, which is interesting to me. Like, there are the veterans and then there's the new groups, and they're quite separate people.
Yeah.
But like, they're the ones who lose their memories, and it's up to the
new
new
guys to
gang
help them.
to save the day. Not that they do, because
No.
they're terrible.
Yeah. You'll be surprised who actually does save the guy in a day.
That would be the
listeners.
BuzzFeed headline for this
Yeah.
episode. You'll never believe who saves the Power Rangers today.
And it takes like 16 next.
Yeah.
All right, so they've forgotten everything, but Billy's still a dork.
Yeah.
Which just doesn't make any sense. Like,
No.
Kimberly has lost all aspects of her personality. We discovered later she doesn't like shopping. She doesn't see the point of going shopping, which Ayesha's like, what? Like, clearly she's lost her memory because Kimberly's a vapid bitch.
It's interesting too that Kimberly is such a representation of like 90s excess in that moment, because she talks about how she has to go shopping every day, and you never need something to go shopping. You should
Yeah,
just go
you should
shopping.
just go shopping.
And it's not presented as a negative thing at any point. It's like, no, that's what cool people do. They just shop every day. They keep buying and buying. Buy 'em up.
But yeah,
But Kimberly makes a perfectly good point. It's just like, why are we going shopping
Yeah,
every day?
no, so
It's
she
just
has a
like,
mode of clarity.
It makes perfect sense.
I want that. I want that Kimberly to stick around. It's like, no, Kimberly, you've realised the truth. Like,
you want her to never get her memory
yeah,
back.
capitalism is a lie.
I like how even though they lost their memories, Tommy still has the hots for Kimberly.
Oh, he's
They are
Fucking mom.
they are OTP. They are. Like,
Tommy's a creep.
yeah.
He's a true.
He's like, I don't know who I am. I know who you are, but you're cute.
Yeah. I don't need to know who you are to want to sleep with you. It's purely physical. grief.
Yeah, but I don't quite understand how they got from when is a ranger not a ranger
Yeah.
to there's a kaleidoscope
Yeah.
which fractures
Memory
light
loss.
to memory loss.
Yeah, it's not like there's aspects of their personalities that end up
It's
in
like
different
one of
places.
those
Yeah,
like
or like-
Half-Life 3 memes
Yeah.
where they suddenly somehow add a bunch of numbers together to make 3.
Yeah, I don't.
There is no sense in this episode. It's just completely nonsensical.
And it's like, you could do some cool things with that premise.
You know, they all swap personalities. That's the episode you do.
But
I
they've
mean-
done that before.
But even if it's just like, you get 5 different Billies and they all represent different parts of your
I thought
personality.
they were going to be blind or something. I thought they were going to have something
To
do
be
with
fair
their
though,
sight.
this is a really effective method of disabling Power Rangers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
If it weren't for basically luck,
Yeah.
Lord Zed would have won today. Like,
Yes.
This isn't like they managed to pull it out from like, you know, they stick it out
No.
and they like pull it together
They
and
are
they win.
useless
They
without
just
their memories.
yeah.
And it's not even like the monster has anything to do with it. Like, if that thing was just a machine, it would have been as effective at that purpose. It
Yes.
does not fight anything, at least not effectively at any point. It just kind of stands there and shoots its colours.
Yeah.
With bad aim, you know?
So Bulk and Skull,
Yes.
they're
Mexican
dressed.
camouflage.
They're dressed, I guess, like cowboys, camouflage cowboys.
Yep.
They're going to go on a stakeout.
Yep. So they're at the juice bar now.
Yep.
Where Rocky, Aisha, and Adam are. So Rocky, Aisha, and Adam is the weirdest.
They're just staring at a Newton's cradle.
But they've got 2 cups, and the Newton's cradle is balanced between 2 spoons that are sitting inside the cups.
I didn't notice
I didn't
that.
notice this.
Oh, yeah, it's really
I was
cool.
distracted by the bouncing balls.
So they had 2 empty glasses, and those glasses had like 2 spoons in them each, and they were weighted so that they could have the spoons extended out with the Newton's cradle balancing on top.
Oh.
It was really cool, and I was like,
That explains why they were looking at it so intently.
yeah. And I was
They're
like,
just sitting around a table, just staring at it silently.
I wrote in my notes, Rangers are nerds!
no, but they are. And that's what I love about it, is that they're not even just playing with Newton's cradle. They've constructed like an elaborate balance mechanism out of cups and spoons.
So am I right in guessing that since we've lost Jason,
Yes.
the academic level of the group has raised significantly?
Oh no,
Okay.
Rocky is as thick, if not thicker, than Jason.
Can I say one thing though? He's much cuter than Jason. I know
You wouldn't say that if you spent more time with him.
I'm talking about
You don't
his-
know him like I do.
just-
though.
I'm talking about his pure physical appearance. That's all.
That's interesting to
he's
me.
cute. He's cute.
Is he?
Cuter than Jason. Cuter than Jason.
I
But-
wouldn't have
but
thought
Adam-
so personally.
You
No,
don't
no.
think so?
I mean, I
He's got
find
like
it
this
difficult
sort of
to judge, but
slight surfer boy look to him. I don't know. I think he's cuter than Jason. I don't think he's cute, but he's cuter than Jason.
all right.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Adam?
Adam's cool. Yeah. I miss Zach though. The whole episode, I was just like, I really miss Zach. It made me really sad.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Adam's cool though. As cool as Zach is. Anyway,
Right, so Bulk and Skull walk up to have a look at the Newton's cradle.
yeah.
And just fall asleep. They just fall asleep.
They start looking at it, and then Rocky whispers some hypnotism to them about being tired. And it's kind of like... This was definitely in that peak period of the 90s where people didn't properly understand hypnotism.
Yeah.
And they thought it was magic, basically.
Matt, I'm pretty sure it is.
They had...
It's also not real.
Did you guys see the TV specials where it was just about hypnotizing people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like making people dance like chickens and
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
And it just fascinates me
Because
that
it's magic.
people thought that's a thing you could do. Like if someone stares at a Newton's cradle for 2 seconds, you could make them fall asleep by words.
I don't know, I'm pretty wiped right now. That might work.
Yeah, I don't know. Just it's a weird thing to me that it became such a truthism. It's like, yeah, that's hypnotism. That's how that works.
So, Rocky, Aisha, and Adam
Yeah.
go back to the command center. It's a big deal. Shit's all fucked up.
Yep.
Oh no.
Alpha's freaking out as Alpha does.
This is a pretty fair
Yeah.
reason to freak out.
So cool.
Also, it was funny that Kimberly looks directly at the giant head, whose name I have forgotten. Zordon. Then proceeds to not look at him for a little bit, and then be surprised that she sees him again.
Maybe she saw him and thought, okay, I'm losing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to look away and I look back, he's going to be gone. And then she looks like, she's like, no, that's definitely
Like,
there.
she
And they're
actually
talking-
jumps when she
Yeah.
looks back at him.
Yeah, she jumps. Yeah, she literally jumps.
So this is basically the three new Rangers go to the park.
Yep.
And they try and get the old Rangers to come with them.
Yep.
To be fair, if you did not know that everything they were saying was true, they would sound like raving madmen.
Yeah, I mean, that's what memory episodes always do in these
But-
situations, because it reveals how ludicrous it is to outsiders.
But at the same time, like, they talk about Lord Zed being a horrible monster who lives on the moon. That doesn't particularly faze those guys.
No.
Like, they don't go, what do you mean there's a strange monster man who lives on the moon?
They're more concerned about the shopping.
Yeah.
Kipley's like, why would you go shopping? That's absurd. But I'm okay with the guy who lives on the moon.
Also, did Aisha and Kimberly become best friends really fast?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
it seems like they didn't know each other like 2 weeks ago.
also, like, she was very good friends with the other two.
Yeah.
Maybe she's trying to do that thing when people lose their memories, and she's trying to be like, no, we're best
Ah,
friends,
yeah.
Kimberly. We're super tight. She's been trying
Kimberly
to...
actually hates Aisha.
Yeah, she's been trying to get in for weeks. She's been like bringing her brownies, inviting her to shopping gigs, and she's like, "This is my opportunity. I can be Kimberly's best friend. I'm going to be so cool." And everyone else is just looking at her. She's like, "No, we're tight. We've got friendship bracelets." Like, she whips out a friendship bracelet. That's exactly what's happening.
So the Rangers don't. The Rangers who have lost their memories don't particularly believe the stories of the other Rangers until Goldar appears behind them with some buddies and tries to convince them that he should leave, like they should go with Goldar. And I love that Goldar's plan relied on them thinking that Goldar seemed trustworthy and reliable.
Oh, like Goldar, the giant lion gold monster.
Yeah, in Goldar's head, he's like, "No, it's okay, I've got this." Hey guys!
He's like, "Actually, we're best friends. Kimberly. We go shopping. Let's go to the juice bar or whatever you humans do."
For some reason, they don't fall for that, and they go with the other Power Rangers instead.
So I think Adam says, let's teleport.
Yeah.
And Tommy goes, teleport? And then they teleport, and Tommy says, what just happened?
That's pretty in character for Tommy, though. Like, he's a bit thick. It's really cool, though. There's a bit where Billy sees Alpha 5 for the first time, and I think the line is like, "Oh wow, like
Sentient,
a fully functioning automaton," or something like that. And then he grabs Alpha's head, looks into it, and then you see a point of view shot from Alpha's point of view.
That was cool.
That's what happens in the pilot episode.
Yeah, it's a
Billy
it's a
says
callback.
that. Billy says that exact line. You get that same shot,
that's cool.
and I was like, "Oh, that's a surprising bit of continuity for this show that usually doesn't give a shit about that sort of stuff."
This
Ever.
episode was written by Judd Lynn.
Oh,
He's
there
one.
we go.
Yep. It was written by the one person in the history of this show who's cared about this show.
Yeah.
So Adam is now an expert on light
After
waves.
one presentation.
So someone says to him, how can you reverse the scattering? And he's like, maybe prisms? He doesn't consider himself an expert. He's not banking on, yeah, definitely prisms will do it. Jamie, you're our science correspondent. Don't prisms do the opposite of combining light?
Yes. I mean, like, if you did have a bunch of prisms set up in a particular way, you could be able to rescatter the light back to
Right,
a
what if
particular
I
point,
just
but
threw
that would
it
be
into the
basically impossible.
What if I just threw a prism into the air?
No, never.
Right, well, you're going to be disappointed.
Well, I mean, the evidence that we've just seen shows otherwise. We've seen the experiment recreated.
If they haven't written it up
On
and
the
submitted
real
it to a
life
journal.
documentary.
Yeah, that's right.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
So Adam and Billy go get Billy's prism set, as every respectable scientist has.
Yes.
In
somewhere.
his lab, I'm pretty sure one of the buttons is a lava lamp.
Oh, 100%.
I'm looking, I'm like, that is actually a lava lamp. In there,
Right.
it's supposed to be like, ooh, science.
If you think about it, if you need a button, why shouldn't it also be a lava lamp?
Touche.
It's
But
just
yeah,
not thinking.
they go to the lab. They, of course, assume that he has prisms. Not that Billy would have any memory that he would have prisms or not. They just assume he does. And B, they don't seem to care which prism they take. Like, there's no thought going into...
of prisms, and they're like, let's just take these two.
It's just, there's no thought going into, like, which prisms they might need, any sort of setup whatsoever, just prisms
Grab
will
me some
fix
prisms.
everything.
I like my headcanon reason for why they do the prisms though was because Adam ended up at Billy's lab one day, and Billy's like, "Oh, I'm going to show you my prism collection." 2 hours later, Adam's so bored, but knows everything about prisms.
So is Adam a bit of a nerd as well? Like,
He is.
He's, yeah.
Yeah, but he's also like incredibly athletic and successful in that.
It's a bit like Zach.
Yeah, I'd say that.
He's a new Zach. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of polymath that Adam. Yeah,
We get it. You want to sleep with him.
definitely.
That's fine.
If the opportunity came up, wouldn't say no.
So the other 4 Rangers teleport to the desert
Yeah.
where Scatterbrain is, and where Bulk and Skull are watching.
Yeah.
Bulk and Skull's minds are blown.
Because the dweebs are the Power Rangers, basically.
Yeah, the Power Rangers teleport in, and we get a pretty, I think this is a pretty great character moment, where they find out Power Rangers' identities, and they're incredibly disappointed.
Skull in particular is just going, oh,
Not
like
those guys.
It's
He's like,
not
they're pretending to be dweebs. is what he says.
it's part of it is that, and part of it is like, yeah, but that's exactly who that should. Of course, that is.
But I also think there's also a part of it like, I wish it was like a cool person, like,
Yeah.
the Blue Ranger was Bill Gates, instead it's just these losers, you know?
Can you imagine if the Blue Ranger was Bill Gates?
Would that be much better?
They would get so much more shit
It's like
done.
the Blue Ranger is Bill Gates, the Red Ranger is, like you say, Bolt, you know?
The Black Ranger is Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Faked his death.
Yeah.
To be a Power Ranger.
See, to me, that's what I would be expecting.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you see it's just these nerds here from school, and they're like, oh, fuck.
It's like-
What a letdown.
It's the classic Clark Kent argument.
Yeah.
Which is, no one thinks Superman would have a secret identity.
Yeah.
Because why would you ever want to be someone who isn't Superman?
Super awesome. Yeah.
Like, if you had a mate who looked a bit like Johnny Depp,
Yeah.
you're going to think, I've got a mate who looks a bit like Johnny Depp, not Johnny Depp in his spare time pretends to be a regular person and he's my friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although he probably does. That wouldn't surprise anyone, would it?
I know Hugo Weaving likes to do that.
What, pretend?
Wait, actually?
Yeah, he likes to go out and pretend to be someone
Someone who
pretending
looks
to be
like
Hugo
Hugo.
Weaving.
I love Hugo Weaving. He's such a
Oh,
rad guy.
that's...
He
Oh,
lives locally as well. You will see him because he's always in that area.
Yep.
it should be Lord Zed.
He could do that. He could pull that off.
I think he could.
He
You
could
mean
pull
all his
anything
skin?
off. That is not...
So he's pretty method.
He is actually.
So Bulk and Skull see the 14s teleport in, and they're pretty disappointed. So it's... I don't even know how to explain what happens next. It's just disappointing.
It's a weird.
Rocky and Aisha morph,
Yeah.
and then some laser beams make explosions this time.
But they only explode if they miss.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, actually.
And then Billy and Adam teleport in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And instantly get their memories wiped.
Yeah.
And then Rocky and Aisha instantly get their memories wiped.
So, job done.
Yeah,
Like-
game over.
Okay.
And Scatterray is pumped. He was not expecting that to
Oh
happen.
yeah, he was definitely expecting to be blown up within 3 seconds, which I think explains his mannerisms and voice. Like he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go down there. They're gonna be mean to me. Then they're gonna kill me." You know, which fair call.
Happens a lot.
Statistically speaking, almost guaranteed.
But yeah, he's genuinely surprised and he's quite jubilant at
Yeah.
that point.
The prisms fall to the ground
Yeah.
next to Bulk and Skull.
Oh, and I'm sure we should mention that they've been shouting about the prisms, so Bulk and Skull are aware the prisms are the end. They don't come up with that on their own,
No, because they don't understand light, as we learned earlier.
but everyone's shouting, "You got to get the prisms!" So like they know the prisms are important. That has been.
Well, I'd just like to say, I know this is probably a bit far into the episode to bring this up, but David Yost, he's a pretty good actor.
Yeah.
When he's not playing Billy.
Yeah.
For some reason, when he's like gets to be evil, or he gets to be like
Someone who isn't Billy.
someone who isn't Billy, he does so like a much
He's
better job than
creepy when he's
anyone else.
evil.
He is creepy.
I think the thing is, when he's doing Billy, he's got a lot of complicated dialogue to deal with.
Yeah.
And that's a job on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard to then act around.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Whereas when he gets to just use short words instead,
He does a pretty
can-
good job.
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
So, would you have expected going into this episode that you were going to see a cowboy high noon standoff between Bulk and Skull and a monster.
No. And you know what, Lauren, you said at the start that this was a bad episode. This sequence kind of turned me around.
This sequence was amazing because there is an actual tumbleweed in this scene,
It's
and that
pretty
was
great.
amazing.
It goes right down to like the shot from behind of
Yeah.
Bulk's hand lingering above the prism,
so good.
and the slow like cut in on closer and closer on their faces.
Yeah, it's cool genre work, absolutely.
So
Weird, bizarre, out of place.
Yeah.
But
was this entirely the reason why they're in this ridiculous outfit? So that rather than actually,
100%.
absolutely,
Like,
no
no
question. No,
because they go in this like weird camo outfit that is rainbow on the inside. So when they're lying down, it's pretty rainbow anyway.
Their sartorial choices, like, that's pretty consistent for them. They wear a lot of weird shit.
Remember when they dressed as like Nazis for the
Yeah.
aviation episode?
Yeah,
or
that was
something?
strange. They're strange people.
Yeah.
But they saved the day. They really come through.
well,
No, did I?
okay. So here's the deal,
Kinda.
right? Scatterbrain shoots his memory. Here's what it looks like happens, and I want any of you to tell me that you think something different happened.
Mm-hmm.
Scatterbrain shoots them. They lose their memories. The prisms get flown into the air.
Yeah.
For some reason, another beam hits the prisms
Yeah.
and shoots the memories
Back to the Rangers.
back to the Power Rangers.
But not to Bulk and Skull.
Headcanon explanation. That he shoots Bulk and Skull.
Yeah.
They throw something up in the air. He panics and shoots the thing that's gone up in the air because he doesn't know what it is. And that's what happens.
I thought it was supposed to be the same beam that hit Bulk and Skull.
It just looks like a
looks
Very
separate
specific.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Yeah. Either way, it was very poorly handled.
Also, Bulk and Skull don't forget everything. Let's skip ahead a bit.
Yeah.
They just forget
the last few minutes.
the last few
they
minutes.
know Power Rangers. They know that there are Power Rangers, but they
And they know who
don't.
they are.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but they don't know who the actual people are. They know that.
I was expecting them to hold the prisms up, have that partially deflect the ray. They lose like a day, and that works.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That's not what happened.
No, instead they throw them into the air, and the ray just changes behaviors twice.
Yeah. It's not very good.
No, it's not.
Why does the ray have their memories in it still? How, like, that doesn't... That...
Well,
Yeah, we're going from a kaleidoscope that wipes people's memories, so I think you
It
can
should
just
work
sort of,
consistently, Jamie.
Michael, if light
No,
isn't
you
made
just,
up of
you
memories,
just
what
rotate
is it
the
made of?
kaleidoscope a bit and it changes.
Light is not made up of memories.
Are we
I'm
sure,
comfortable
though?
saying that.
I'm pretty sure science is sure.
It's a particle that
science
thinks it's a
sure?
wave.
I'm sure.
That thinks
Okay.
it's a memory.
Jamie is speaking on behalf of science, and Jamie is sure that light is not made up of memories.
I hear grey area. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but...
So the Rangers are now automatically morphed
Yep.
because they remembered that they were morphed.
Yes.
Let's just roll with that one.
Yep.
They summon the Megazord. Tommy also does his summon the Megazord pose.
I
but
love this bit.
Does not.
There's no Megazord.
My headcanon was that he was looking for a mountain to do a cool summoning thing from, but because they dispatched that monster so quickly,
Yeah.
he didn't even get the time to do it. He turned around and they were done. He's just like,
Half an hour later, the White Tiger runs up.
Yeah.
Hey guys, no, go back.
Too
Go
late.
back.
You missed out your chance.
The fight's over pretty quickly.
very quickly.
Oh yeah, you're talking about
Sword fight.
the unicorn? That was really not a unicorn,
No,
was it?
No,
it's
no.
not a unicorn.
It's not even a Pegasus either.
Yeah.
The other one's a unicorn.
Yeah, also, did she turn into Moltres?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a firebird, because apparently they don't know what phoenixes are.
Phoenix
whatever-
would have just gone over people's
Yeah,
head.
I'm really curious as to what the unicorn is supposed to be, though.
Some of them are Chinese mythical creatures.
Right.
That don't have direct analogs.
Did you just correct yourself in front of me because you were going to say mythological, or were you going to say mythical?
No, I was going to say mythological. I corrected myself, not for your benefit.
Oh, okay.
That's because I
'Cause you
want
know
to be
how-
correct.
You know how I get about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
Go into more detail.
No,
Yeah,
ready
I'm
to go.
lost now. What?
Oh, because mythology is not the correct term. Mythology is the study of myth.
Yeah.
But we're talking about a mythical creature. If you said it's a mythological, you're saying it's the study of a mythical creature. That doesn't make any sense.
You'd be saying the creature comes from the study of myth,
yeah,
not from
it's
myth.
a mythical creature. So when you say, like, I like Greek myth,
Okay.
like, you're talking about the stories which constitute Greek myth. If you say, I like Greek mythology, it means you like studying Greek myth.
Today I learned.
The more you know.
All right, good work, everyone. There you go. That's basically the end of the episode.
Yeah. Wait, what? Why does the bad guy suddenly have a sword?
So they always have a sword. They always have a sword.
Because he didn't
They
have a
are-
sword.
they
Oh, no,
often-
all
so
kaleidoscopes have got a small
Zed
portable
throws
sword.
a.
Grenade.
A bomb.
Oh yeah, that's how
grenade?
he makes the monsters
Yeah,
grow.
so you know
Do
how
they, like,
Rita used to say,
have to cut down on costs with sticks or something? Like,
I don't think grenades are less expensive than
yeah,
sticks.
but then you don't have to bring them back.
That's true.
Like,
That's very
you cut
wasteful,
down on their
isn't
like
it?
whole like.
Where'd I put it?
Yeah.
Has anyone seen my stick?
Yeah, you threw it down last week to make that monster grow. Oh, shit. Bulk and Skull are bragging that they saved the Power Rangers, and
but they clearly don't know how.
no.
Yeah.
Like they don't know how, so they're telling some fake story.
And
Basically.
a girl basically says to them, if you saved the Power Rangers, why aren't the Power Rangers here thanking you?
Was a pretty like good
Yeah.
question.
I mean-
Why? Like they kind of just left them there.
But also, at the same time, like, if I saved someone, I don't expect that person to follow me around for the next 6 weeks while I tell that story. They've got other shit to go do. They're the
Especially
Power Rangers.
if they have secret
Like,
identities, you know.
yeah. Like, they've,
Yeah, true.
you know.
If Batman saved my life, I wouldn't be like, okay, Batman, you need to come to school with me tomorrow so you can meet my friends. Otherwise, it didn't really count.
yeah.
No, I'd just be like, thank you for saving my life. Go
No,
save
but
some more
anyway,
people.
The
They
other way
do get
around.
thanked
You
either
saved
way.
Batman's life.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman owes me in that situation.
Exactly.
But either way, they do get thanked, sort of. Kimberly and I was about to
With
say
like the
Trini.
weirdest backhanded
But it's
compliments
like-
ever. Like, it was like, you guys really suck, but you did
You
do
were,
this one time.
you were there, so...
Can I just say, I'm really surprised Bulk knows what a lynch mob is. Like, he actually says, "Are you here to join the lynch mob?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, really? That's a surprising."
He's been the victim of a couple.
He knows that's what it's called. Like, he doesn't say like bunch of angry people. He's like, he uses the proper term. I was quite impressed.
I like the idea that he has a few areas that he's really knowledgeable about.
One of them being
Vilification in general is something that he knows a lot about. And that's the end of the episode.
That's pretty much it. I do like that there's a moment where Kimberly is saying to Buck and Skull, like, oh yeah, you guys really came through. And it's pretty genuine. And they kind of did.
They did. They genuinely did.
And that was...
And then
that's-
they get shut down again.
Oh, definitely. Because nice things can't happen to them. As I've said to Michael before, Bulk and Skull, if this was any other story, this would be like their supervillain origin story. Because they keep doing good things and getting punished for them and humiliated by good people. Like, they should come out of this getting superpowers and murdering people all of the time. Thankfully, they don't. But the way they're treated by people...
It's
I
pretty
think
horrible.
It'd be pretty
Yeah, and
reasonable
look,
for them to do it.
I get that they're jerks and stuff, but like at the same time, so are the Power Rangers. You know, and I mean,
Oh, definitely.
Like, they're horrible to Bulk and
Well,
Skull.
to
and
be
it's
fair,
because Bulk
from
and
this episode, like, I have seen nothing from them that shows that they're horrible. Like, at all.
Bulk
Yeah.
and Skull?
Yeah, in this
Yeah,
episode,
yeah.
they were
Yeah.
really nice, saved the day, and then people were
and
horrible
I mean,
to
like,
them.
they might
Like,
have been horrible in earlier episodes, but they're not. Like, they're just dumb bullies. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to engage them in the way that the Power Rangers do.
They definitely need to be given the chance to learn and sort of,
Yeah.
you know, redeem themselves. But that's not afforded to them by the Power Rangers.
No,
'cause they're
not
jerks.
at all. Like, they're absolute jerks to them. I've always thought that.
Yeah.
All right. Scatterbrain has to go on the Ranger Danger creature feature.
Yes.
What did you think?
Very not good.
Very not good.
More just weird. Like, just not. It's just a weird character. Like, a really weird monster.
As I said, his job could have been done by a box, a MacGuffin, you know?
Yeah, sure.
He was not involved or interactive in any way.
So last week we put Skelerina
yeah.
at the very bottom of
Is
the
that a
list.
skeleton ballerina?
It's a skeleton hyena.
That's disappointing.
At the very bottom of the list, other than Goldar, Mr. Tickle Caesar, and the Dark Rangers,
Yeah.
all of whom are individually awful in their own ways.
And look, that's a rock solid bottom. You can't really
Yeah.
do worse than that.
Worse than Skelerina?
I'd almost say yes. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah.
I like
I kind of liked his.
He
look.
achieved something.
Yeah, he actually did. well.
Skelerina was useless.
That's true.
And I kind of like his bumbling charm. Like, he was weird. No, but
Charm?
maybe
Would
that's
you
not
put
right.
him below Rhino Blaster?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Below Frankenstein?
Yep.
Below Saliguana?
Salaguana.
Is that
But
a
a-
salad iguana?
Yes, it's a salad iguana. That's exactly what it is.
Is it really?
No. But above the Wheel of Misfortune?
Yeah, maybe like just above the Wheel of Misfortune. I think that's fair.
Yep.
Because the Wheel of Misfortune didn't have any personality, whereas
Because it was a literal wheel
yeah, it was just a wheel that spun. Whereas
of misfortune.
this had the nominal amount more personality
Yeah.
than an inanimate wheel.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
So Scatterbrain slots in at number 79.
So yeah, you did awfully.
Poor
Scatterbrain.
showing there, guys.
Very poor.
Alright.
So as Jamie pointed out, Scatterbrain had a sword. Does the sword go on the
His
sword
name
board?
is Scatterray, by the way.
No, Scatterbrain.
I thought it was Scatterray.
No.
Really?
Yeah, because he scatters your brain.
But I thought it's because he's a ray.
No.
No.
Oh.
Then his name would be Kaleidobrain.
You have to
I
separate
was-
the two halves of the episode, which is the light stuff and the memory stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're not in any way linked.
Other
I
than
wrote
vaguely
Scatterbrain down.
metaphorically.
And with
Maybe
a rhyme.
in the original versions of the script it was more cohesive, but then it got hit by the kaleidoscope brain. It sort of just
Meta.
yeah.
I
So,
don't think that sword needs to go on the sword board.
No,
okay.
it's not a fancy sword.
I mean, we could just fill it up with crap swords.
But then that's just going to be...
Can you explain the sword board?
Oh yeah, so we have the Ranger Danger creature feature, which is our ranking of the monsters. We now have the Ranger Danger sword board, where we rank swords. That
We
have been
only
on the
have
show.
rankings if we can find a rhyme. We're much like Pumpkin Wrapper.
I see.
There have been some important swords on the show, and we've been sort of figuring out their importance, I guess.
On the sword
Right.
board.
Well, this one would have to be like last,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I
It
think it's
had
so far
no
off the
purpose
list.
at all.
It's really just a sword so they can have a brief sword fight.
But they didn't even. He just had a sword, and then they slashed him with their sword, and he
What
died.
they really did was gut
Impale
him,
him,
but impale
yeah.
him and lift him up into the air.
And his eye, there was like a really close shot of the eye, like clearly in pain. I was just like, well, that was unnecessary.
It was some brutal shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that covers everything, I think.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, wait, no. We have one more thing that we were at the end of the show, a new thing. Rocky or Aisha or Adam.
Oh, right. Yes.
We've... How I was saying or Michael was saying rather, at the start, I think Adam is the coolest Power Ranger. I think Rocky is the worst Power Ranger, and I think Aisha is the exact neutral point. We've taken to using that as our ranking system for episodes, so we have to decide whether the episode is a Rocky, an Aisha, or an Adam.
Matt's strongly opposed to numerical ranking systems, so I've had to sneak one in with a 3-point scale.
No, it's not a 3-point scale. It's more subjective than that.
So, Matt, what was this episode?
I think it ends up at the end of the day, once you factor everything in, as an Aisha.
Yep, I'd agree.
Because it's pretty terrible in a lot of
I
places.
agree. I mean, the Western scene does.
That's the
drag
only
it
thing
up,
stopping it
but
from being a Rocky, I
agree.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, speaking of a Rocky, next week is episode 92. Rocky just wants to have fun.
Well, I think I'll be sick then. I think I've got the sniffles.
That's all he really wants.
Can that be the first one I skip?
I mean, if you want, but that's going to be on you then forever. So you might have to make that decision.
Maybe bad things happen to him.
Yeah, and all he wants to do is have fun, but he gets brutally tortured.
Oh, that'd be good.
Ooh.
We'll find out next
I don't
week.
quite understand your dislike of this person.
No one
To be
does.
fair, to be fair, he didn't actually do anything in this episode.
Matt's
Or
like that,
did
Matt.
he have lines? I didn't even
Matt
notice.
just gets this weird fixation on people, and he's convinced they're like.
You wait till you see some more Rocky, Lauren.
I-
You
Next week, maybe even.
Yeah.
All right, so
Thank you guys for both
Yeah.
being on the show again. It's so great to have you
for
both
having
back.
us.
No, I think
Oh, that was creepy.
having
Hello.
you together was a very interesting combination. We should mix and match, I guess, a bit more. What do you think?
sure.
Yeah.
we can.
It's a good
yeah,
time.
We can do that.
Cool. All right. We'll be back next week. Thank you for listening. We'll see you soon, guys.
Yeah, see you guys.
Bye.
So before we get to there's noises.
Okay.
We're
Do you want to
professionals.
hold on? Hold on.